So you want to nudge up your quality from something like this to looking something like this. Well, you just came to the right place. First of all, I'm gonna tell you that I'm using After Effects, and you will need two plugins for that, which for one will be BCC and for the other will be Sapphire plugin. Also, I'm gonna use Topaz AI, and if you don't have Topaz AI or your PC cannot handle Topaz AI, there are some alternatives that I'm gonna put in the description that you can use online. Those are some online upscalers. Of course, they are not as good as Topaz, but they'll do the trick. As you may saw in the preview, I use my own color correction, and don't worry, I'm gonna show you how you can do the same color correction as I did in the preview. But let's not waste any time and get into editing. Alright, so this is the clip I chose, and I don't want to waste your time, neither I want to waste my time, so I'm gonna use presets, but I'm gonna show you what to adjust and how to adjust to get the perfect look. So for the first effect, we have S_cartoon and the BCC cartoon look. You have to be a little bit careful because it can get harsh sometimes. I'm gonna put this filter on, and if you see, if I get like cartoon levels and also the line width, you see it gets all mushed up, and we don't want that to happen, so keep that as low as possible. And also for the S cartoon, you're gonna go ahead and just adjust the edge strength. Yeah, it's just gonna make it a little bit wider and a little bit smoother, so that's actually what this thing does. I'm gonna also try and put all the scripts I use in the description, so you can use them yourself and adjust as you like. And for the sharpening setting, this is what I have: S_sharpen, BCC unsharpen mask, BCC detail, and also the detail preserving upscale, which are on the settings 100, 100, and 100. And if I turn this on, it just makes it look a little bit crispier. And also, I'm gonna put that in the description so you don't have to do it yourself. Of course, you will have to do some tweaking for your footage. You know, it depends on if it's a little bit of a low quality or higher quality, but you're gonna do you, and you're gonna do what suits best for your clip. Alright, so now I'm gonna export that and get into Topaz AI. So if you are using Topaz, you can just follow my steps. If you're using any other desired AI upscaler, good for you. So basically what you want to do for the first time, if you Topaz something, you're just gonna go to the enhancement tab, leave everything as it is, enhancement, and then you just leave that as it is. You go to manual, fix composition at 80, improve detail at 90, sharpen it up at 50, reduce noise at 20, T-halo, leave it as it is, and anti-analyze deblur, leave it at -50, and recover detail, you're gonna go ahead and put that on 10. If you don't have this option, no problem, just leave it as it is. And well, you just export the video. Back to After Effects. So I told you I'm gonna show you my CC and how I do it, so I'm gonna get you through the settings really quick and show you and display, so you can, you know, pause, copy, whatever you want to do. And I'm also gonna put that in the description. But for comparison, this is the old one and this is the upscaled one. So yeah, you see there is a big difference between them. This is the color correction I'm using, and if I go into looks right now, I'm going to show you what I use in here. I know in looks it just does not look right, but trust me. So for one, I have pop on plus 45, 100%, a little bit of vignettes, lens distortion. You can always play with these settings as you wish, but I'm gonna, for the sake of this video, leave it as it is. Mojo, of course, you can put the fade a little bit back, and you can go with the mojo and put it like, I don't know, let's say 1%, just so barely. For the lot, I use Dade on 72%, hue and saturation, edge softness. You can also play a little bit with this too, haze and flare, and of course the S curve, but just a little bit. Also add curves to this because you don't want it to look too bright, you don't want it to look too dark, you just want it to look spicy. But let me tell you this is not it yet, because we have something to do with the background. So I'm gonna take this footage and I'm just gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna pre-compose this, of course, move all attributes into the new composition, and then I'm just gonna use the rotor brush. And it does not have to be perfect, just rotor brush the character out of there, and yeah, this looks pretty decent for me. All right, so now we're gonna play with the rotor brush a little bit. We have the feather, which we are going to increase onto, like, I don't know, let's say 11, and shift edges, we're gonna go ahead and put it to -20, between -20 and 30 should be pretty good. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate it once again. All right, and now I'm just gonna add my own preset here, but I also gonna show you what that preset is. So it's just more of a lumetric color and Triton in here, so yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. You will have to adjust it a little bit, so you're just gonna go ahead and put that to let's say 11, and this here we're just gonna go ahead and feather it a little bit more, so don't have these edges. So this is the color correction I use. I know this is not perfect, and I just want it to be like a little bit faster, but like I said, if you put a little bit more time to it and refine those edges a little bit more, you will have a pretty good result. Trust me when I say that. Alright, so I hope you learned something new, and I hope this color correction that I've given you will do you good. If so, leave a like, subscribe, maybe tell me in the comment section below what should I do next. And I know there is a video of color correction, or well, a 4K tutorial, but this is more of a color correction thing and 4K tutorial. The Topaz setting will stay the same. You just put it on 4K and you do you. Have a good one.